What's up YouTube? My name is Nesto. Welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to make a video for you guys because I just passed that 400 subscriber mark, and I just felt compelled to make a video talking about Taskrabbit. So I just gonna give you a quick update on how it's going for me right now in Taskrabbit. It's June 24th, so there's only like a couple days left, and basically like this week left in June. And my earnings are not doing good. I didn't do good this month. I think right now I'm at around $2,500 or something like that, $2,600. And usually I should be at above over $3,500. Yeah, I should be around $3,500. So I'm about $1,000 short. And couple different factors to that this month. During the beginning of June, that's when the looting and the rioting happened. So there were a couple jobs that I canceled because they were in the city, and they were in the evening, and I don't want to get swept up in anything. And then for the next couple days too, I didn't put myself in the evening at all because like around 8 o'clock is when people started rioting and looting. I think like maybe like the first Sunday of the month or the last Sunday of last month, whatever, is when it was starting to people were starting to riot and stuff like that. Actually, I had a job like near downtown, like that Sunday, and it went into the evening. It went to like 6 o'clock, and as I was like putting up the TV, I heard like the helicopter up on top, and then I heard the traffic in front of their house, like it stopped. And people started honking and stuff like that. So I was like, man, I gotta get this done and get out of here, And like as I was leaving like that area, I was like on Dearborn, I think, and I'm not sure, I think Division. And like they were blocking off, they block off streets with loaded salt trucks, loaded dump trucks, loaded with salt. Like the ones that a big dump truck, and they load it with salt, and then they put that as a barricade to block off streets, so you don't have anybody you don't have like one of those situations where somebody rams their cars into a crowd and stuff like that. But yeah, I got out of there fine. And then the next couple of days I was just kind of wary. I was like, nah, I'm not putting myself in the evening. I was trying to work around protests. Like, I'm not gonna put myself in the afternoon if there's a protest planned, because there's gonna be a traffic jam and all that. So that started off bad. Started off slow. Right now my reliability rate is like at 95%, because I've been canceling, and I've been last minute canceling and trying to reschedule people. I had some family situations. I had a family situation, and I ended up like one day I canceled like 2 jobs. I asked them to reschedule 2 jobs, and one was okay with rescheduling, and the other one asked me to cancel it. So I canceled that, and then today and tomorrow I have a family thing to do. So this last minute stuff, so I had to cancel. I had one job lined up for today, and I had moved it to Friday, I think. And I didn't put myself available for Thursday. So, that's like about 3 days. 3 days where I should have been working that I didn't work. I'm hoping this weekend I could fill it up a little bit more. It's like I said, it's Wednesday right now. Why did I say that? But it's Wednesday right now. I can't work today, I can't work tomorrow, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I have a couple jobs lined up, but I'm gonna try to pack them full of jobs, even if I have to work really long days to try to make up. There was something else too. I forgot what happened, but there was something else too that slowed me down. I think after the riots too, demand went down a little bit, and but I feel like it picked back up. And then I think there was some evenings that I couldn't work, and so I moved my schedule. Usually I just work all day, 8 to 9 p.m. I put myself available, and I'll work a job in the morning, work a job in the evening or whatever. but this time I put my schedule 10 to 6, and I'm really liking that 10 to 6. I get 2, maybe 3 jobs in at $76 minimum, and it's not a lot, but it gives me time to wake up and have breakfast with my family, and then help my wife, and then it gives me time to come home at night and spend time with my family as well. So I really like that schedule, 10 to 6. I really, because I used to work 8 to 9, and to get into a job at 8 o'clock, sometimes I'd have to leave my house at 7, and it's just too much. If I don't have to do it, it's a lot of work to wake up that early, and and then it's more of a burden on my wife too. She's like super pregnant, and she has to take care of my kid and stuff. So I'm really glad that I moved 10 to 6. I'm really glad that I put that 1.5 hour minimum charge. But there were a couple days that I didn't charge the 1.5 hours, which I kind of beat myself up for it, because as an independent contractor, as a Taskrabbit tasker, you should know your worth. You shouldn't negotiate. You shouldn't lower your prices and stuff like that. But one job, I even booked out like a couple hours. I blocked out a couple hours because I was gonna put up a barn door on like metal studs, so it was gonna require quite a bit of work of putting a header board, attach that to the metal studs, then attach the barn door to that board. So I was blocking out like 3 hours. I was like okay, cool. So I didn't schedule any other jobs for that day. I think it was like on a Sunday or something. And I was like, that's fine, man. I'll be there half a day, and that's good enough, So I didn't schedule any time. And I got there. I opened up the package for the barn door, and it was missing like half the hardware. It was missing like the rollers. It was missing spacers for the rail. It was missing the doorknobs. It was missing everything. It only had the slab of the door and just the rail, but no hardware. It was missing like half the stuff. So I got there, I opened it up, and I asked her, I was like, is there another box or something? And she's like, no, that's it. I was like, oh, okay, because we're missing like half the stuff. And so I was there for like 5 minutes. I opened it up and realized there was the stuff we're missing. She said she ordered, it's like a custom made order, so Home Depot wouldn't have those parts in stock or something like that. So I was there for like 5 minutes. I opened it up, and I was like, I felt bad. I feel bad going, okay, well, that'll be $90, because my 1.5 hour minimum charge, and that's like me not knowing my worth, because I should have said like, well, there's a minimum charge. Like I'm not responsible for the door, but it's $90 for me to come out, And I should have said that, but I kind of felt bad, and I was gonna say, oh, you know what? I'll only charge you the 1 hour, because obviously I just came here and the hardware's wrong. I'm not gonna charge you 1.5 hours. I'll only charge you 1 hour. And even that, like I felt kind of bad, but that's more understandable. But then she came out with $40 in cash, and she's like, okay, well, she was really cool, but she's like, well, thank you for coming out. Sorry to waste your time like that. And she gave me $40 cash. And so at that point I was like, okay, well, now I can't charge her the hour. That'd be pretty weird if I said, oh, thanks for the $40 tip and a 1 hour minimum charge. So I was just like, okay, no, okay, thanks. And then I just canceled it, I think. And I think that was one of the ones that affected my cancellation rate. Well, maybe it didn't, because I put that I can't even remember what reason I used, but I canceled that one, and I just got the $40 tip, but that day should have been a couple $100 day, and if it wasn't, if I would have known, then I would have booked more jobs, and so yeah, I lost some money there. Then another day of me not knowing my worth, I went to go change a ballast on the under cabinet lights, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna stop by Home Depot and pick up like a really common ballast, and I'll just take it. And if that's what it is, then that's what I'll use. And if it's not, I'll run to Home Depot and get the right one, right? And I got there, and it wasn't the one that the light needed. and the one that the light needed was like a special order one. It's not one that you would find at Home Depot, because it needs to be small to fit in that housing. So I told her, like, so at that job I was there for like 5-10 minutes, and it's like a returning client that, you know, I've done a couple jobs for them. So I felt bad charging them $90 as well, you know, like, hey, I told them, like, hey, this is the part you need, and, you know, I'll give you a link to it or something, but they don't have it at Home Depot. You have to order it online. You could order it, and when it comes in, let me know, and I'll come install it. So I felt bad about that. So I told him, like, you know, I'm just gonna charge you the 1 hour minimum charge. I'm not gonna charge you an hour and a half. You know, I should have just maybe stuck to my guns, whatever. But, and then he called me back after he got the part. But in the chat, he messaged me. He's like, hey, before he even scheduled me, he's like, hey, is there any way we could we could have you back here, but for only a 1 hour charge? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. So I was like thinking, it was already like, I already had booked that day, and it was kind of like an add-on job to that day. And I was like, okay, he was kind of in the area too, so I was like, okay, I'll go there and do it real quick, and 1 hour charge, and keep this guy happy. He's gonna rent that place out, and, you know, landlords, they need somebody a handyman that they could trust to go fix whatever the tenant needs, you know. And I have a couple landlords like that. So, you know, I only charge an hour. I didn't charge the hour and a half, but I've been keeping them happy, and, you know, maybe I'll be their call guy when they need something done there. But then again, you know, that's another day. Maybe, you know, I should have stuck to my guns and said, like, no, it's $90 minimum, and they probably would have said yes, you know. To have somebody come and change and fix your light, you know, $90 is not too much to ask. Yeah, so that was that. And then there was another day that I didn't know my worth, and I had to go change out an air conditioner. I mean, I had to go install an air conditioner that they bought, but the ground plug, and the plug that the air conditioner had, it broke like in transit, or they broke it or something. So he had to get a replacement plug, and he wanted me to swap it out, you know. So I was like, yeah, okay, that's fine. Just order the replacement plug. I'll install the fan. I'll install the air conditioner, and I'll swap out the plug. And he showed me, he's like, hey, would this one work? And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that would work, because it said like air conditioner plug or whatever. And I went there. I installed the air conditioner, secured it. You know, it came with a bracket and everything. And then I go to change the plug, and the one he got, it wasn't a grounded plug. It didn't have the 3 prongs. It only had 2 prongs. And so I was like, hey man, like, this is not the wrong one. This is the wrong one, you know. Like, the one you need is the 3-prong one, not the 2-prong one. So yeah, like, I told him, like, okay, order it, and I'll come back and put it on for you, no charge, because I was there. I was actually there for a while. Like, I don't do a lot of air conditioner installs, so it was kind of new to me, and it was heavy, and I wanted to make sure I got it right. I didn't want it falling out the window or anything like that. So I was actually there for maybe like almost an hour, and I think I was there for like an hour and a half or something. And I can't remember, but I remember I was there for a while, and I didn't feel like I think I charged them an hour and a half, and I think I was there for an hour. So I was like, you know, I'm charging you for an hour and a half. That half hour, like, he was kind of local, so I was like, okay, you know, I'll come and replace that plug for you, free of charge, you know, when you order it, because I felt bad too, because he sent me a link like, hey, would this plug work? And I was like, yeah, that should work, you know. Like, I didn't look too deep into it. I didn't. The only thing that it was missing was that extra prong. You know, it had the reset button and trip button on it and everything, but it didn't have the grounded plug, and I didn't look at that, so I kind of felt bad that I made him order the wrong one, you know, which, you know, it's not up to me. I mean, like, it is up to me, but like, that's my time too, you know. consulting with customers. Like there's another guy I have right now that he wants me to do a job for him, whatever, do a couple of little small jobs, and then he started asking me about like just putting a barn door, and he started sending me links and like this and that and this and that. I was like, dude, at one point I wanted to be like, hey man, like I'm gonna have to charge you if you're gonna be texting me all night, you know. But that it ended before it got to that point, and he's gonna have me install like a curtain or something like that instead of the barn door, because he had a really tall walkway, I mean a really tall entrance. It wasn't a normal sized door, and he wanted to put a barn door. And I told him, well, you have to finish like the top, you have to finish it with like drywall, you know, to make it not look weird, just a random barn door. And he's like, well, maybe I'll just get a really long door. I was like, I mean, you could look into it and see what the prices are, because I'm pretty sure the price for an extra long barn door is going to be, you know, custom made. It's going to be almost not worth it. You know, you might as well just finish out the top of the wall with a frame and drywall. But yeah, so that was another day. But I kind of felt like I didn't have I kind of felt bad. But again, like that plug I got there, it took me like 5-10 minutes, you know, to swap out that plug. And then there was another thing. Oh, there's a trash bag in the middle of the road. Yeah, there was another thing. He gave me a tip that I charged him an hour and a half. I was only there an hour. I charged him an hour and a half, and he gave me a really good tip. So that's why I was like, you know, when I came back, I was like, hey, no, don't worry about it, you know. I'm not gonna charge you for that. I'm just gonna include it. But yeah, man, like it's been slow for me. It hasn't been slow. It's been slow earnings, you know, because a lot of little mishaps and stuff like that. But you know, hopefully this weekend I could recoup a lot. And yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for 400 subs. Taskrabbit is popping right now, you know. Like it's like I said, like last time, I've really been limited by my own scheduling, and that's true right now too. And but I'm not working a lot either, you know. I'm not working all day, so I can't complain, you know. And I just I bought a pressure washer, like not the biggest one, but like, you know, a nice size one. And I started like I pressure washed my house, my gutters. I want to pressurize I pressure wash my driveway, my garage, because my garage needs paint. So I'm gonna wash it first, and then I'm gonna paint it, spruce it up. My driveway, and now I'm like, man, I spent too much on that power washer, so I gotta like recoup my cost too there, you know. So I want to make it worth it, you know. So I'm like looking for things to power wash. I tried power washing my grill. That was, you know, because they always say like, oh, that's another thing you could do with it. That's not a thing you could do with it, unless you want a bunch of old grease splattered on you. They're like, don't do it. It's easier to just use a soap and a brush and a hose or something, you know. So you know, so you don't get splattered with a bunch of old burnt stuff on you. But I got a rug that my dog may or may not have peed on, that I'm gonna pressure wash. I'm trying to think of like different ideas, you know. The rims on my cars. I mean, my car has hubcaps, but my wife's, the Jeep, it has nice rims, so I'm gonna pressure wash that. And then I don't know. I'm gonna pressure wash my driveway and the sidewalk, and I was thinking about maybe doing my neighbors or something. And you know, and I was kind of thinking about it, like, you know, if you have a pressure washer, you're never really broke, you know. You never have $0, because if I felt compelled to, I could just like make some door flyers and put them on every door, and somebody's gonna pay me $80 to do their driveway or something, you know. But yeah, no, I'm like, it's such a hardcore pressure washer. And I'll see what other uses I can get out of it. But yeah, thanks guys. Let me know if any comments or questions, concerns. Taskrabbit is still good. Taskrabbit is still king. The CEO stepped down. what does that mean for Taskrabbit? Who knows? I don't. You know, it depends on the new CEO. You know, maybe he's like cutthroat. Maybe he's, you know, maybe he's like cutthroat, like the Uber CEOs that, you know, just take like little by little. You give an inch, they take a mile. Instacart, I haven't done any Instacart. DoorDash, I haven't done any DoorDash. From what I could tell, Instacart, like the demand is down again. You know, like at the peak pandemic, it was popping, and now predictably it's down again, and it's just back to being Instacart. And I know some people make a living off Instacart, but it's not the most profitable. It's not the most profitable avenue, you know. Uber, I haven't done any Uber. My car's actually at the Just Tires right now, getting tires. They said they have a 3-year pit stop package where, like, and it's $60 off right now, and it's like 3 years where you get alignment for 3 years, and you get the insurance on the tires for however long. But they said it's $60 off, so I'm gonna see how much it costs, because I think my car does need an alignment. So if it's like less than $200 or something, so if it's like, yeah, if it's like less than, if it's around 150, I'm just gonna get that so they could align it. And because I do a lot of my own car work, you know, so when I do the shocks in the front, I'll take it back and get it aligned as well. Well, yeah, my car needed new tires. It was running on winter tires from winter. That's it, guys. Thanks, guys, for listening to my ramble. I've been talking for like 22 minutes now. All right, take it easy, guys.